I'm so nervous. We haven't done this in forever. Hi guys.
Hello.
We have not put another video for months now, and we have a good reason. We were busy. As you can see behind us, we're not in Keuka Forest Hills. We're actually in Keuka Wine Bar and Kitchen in Manhattan on East 86th Street. So yay us. This has been a very long journey, but we're here.
It was our anniversary. We turned 3 months here on Tuesday. So hello everybody. Hopefully you're watching. Hopefully you're gonna subscribe and like and tell your friends that there are two not very fresh chickens filming things and talking about wines. So not to make this very long, it's gonna be, so we, as you guys probably know, in our old Forest Hills location, with the pandemic, we had to kill the wine flights. It was impossible to go, and when the business returned,
Now they're back.
so
Due to very popular
when I
demand.
finished the sentence, so when the business returned, we decided not to do it for a while. It was very hard. We had sitting outside. There were a lot of things people kept asking, and now Olga finally insisted, and they're back. So what we're going to be doing right now, we're going to be tasting these wines that we have on our first two wine flights that we brought back to Upper East Side. Don't get excited about Forest Hills. They're probably coming at the end of the week to Forest Hills, or maybe next week, because we have a whole bunch of wine events. If you didn't interrupt me, I would have made my sentence very short.
Nobody cares about what de Blasio and Cuomo did during pandemic. Moving on. People want flights. We have flights now. And look at this beautiful artwork Ali did. I was gonna push your typesetting skills. For Generation Z, typesetting is when you put things on piece of paper before you print it. That's a print button. Look how beautiful. So we're gonna run through these flights. I actually got in the car and brought all the wines with our daughter from upstate. So please ask for a flight when you come to our
And real quick,
location.
what Olga just said, it sounded like so easy, and so like I just went with my daughter to upstate and brought the wines. So it's very hard to get Finger Lakes wines in New York City. One of the distributors that we relied on is becoming less and less reliable. Like they never were reliable, but right now they got to the point that Olga and our daughter had to go to the Finger Lakes and brought wonderful, beautiful wines. And shout out to the three fantastic wineries that accommodated us, which are Lakewood, Keuka Springs, and Wagner. And we're probably gonna keep doing that, especially definitely through the summer. So
While you're pouring, and with further ado, I'm sorry, traveling in America is a piece of cake. Oh, we're doing this again when Ali blocks my
I'm so sorry.
face. It's okay. Traveling in America is a piece of cake. I got in a comfortable car, which has every feature possible that I need. It has 4 wheels. I never needed gas anywhere. When I needed stuff, I stopped and it was right there. Gas, coffee, very clean restrooms everywhere we went. Sitting next to one of my two out of the 2 favorite people in the world, listening to her choice of podcasts. So no, it was not a treacherous journey. It was my pleasure to do this for you, and now I'm drinking this for you.
Now, time to remember that this podcast, this stream is called Wine Talk. So let's talk about wine.
Yes.
So this is Pinot Gris from Lakewood. We have Lakewood Winery has a very special place in our hearts. From a very beginning of 12 years ago when we opened a tiny little wine bar in Forest Hills, Aaron from Lakewood found us, started working with us, always does wine dinners, usually two in a year, one in New York City, one at the winery. We're skipping one this year. But this Pinot Gris won, I believe, Governor's Cup last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, this is definitely an award-winning wine. A note about the name, it sounds like Pinot Grigio. Is it because it's Pinot Grigio?
Yes,
It is Pinot Grigio. Grigio means gray. This is a mutant grape of Pinot Noir. Not like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but Pinot.
Something like that.
It's a
Leonardo.
mutant grape, and the skin has this grayish bluish hue, but don't worry, look at this color. Skin's got removed, and all you have left is crispy, melony, beautiful wine. This is just under 1% residual sugar, so nice and dry, and absolutely perfect for the spring that is finally here.
And as a person who normally doesn't like Pinot Gris or Pinot Grigio at all, I find this wine to be so perfectly made. Shout out to the wonderful winemakers of Lakewood. Okay, what are we doing next?
Next, we're doing Keuka Spring. This is our first time ever featuring this winery, but it's been one of our top 3 favorites in the Finger Lakes. When we're up there, we never, ever, ever miss an opportunity to stop by and taste and get a few bottles for ourselves. And now it's your turn. They are under new ownership. It's still a family-owned winery. They did a whole big remodeling of the wine room. It looks absolutely beautiful. Not that the old stuff didn't look beautiful. Their estate, they grow, I believe, a little bit over 200 acres. So by Finger Lake standards, they're pretty big. And let's taste the classic Riesling. Riesling is a classic grape of the Finger Lakes. It grows beautifully in this cool climate. And
Although there is a stereotype that all they grow in the Finger Lakes is Rieslings, which is, I believe, that people from North Fork came up with, but it's not true. But we've tried a lot of Rieslings in our life. We've been to Mosel region, the Rhine, and I can tell you, I'm not a Riesling person, but you've never had Riesling until you had it in the Finger Lakes.
until you had this one. So this one is just above 1% residual sugar, but it has incredibly dry minerally finish.
Incredible.
And it absolutely, you don't taste any sweetness
Yet
at
again,
all.
a second grape that I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a Riesling person, but this is so good. And actually, I tried it first time yesterday. I am not the person who constantly has to mention every fruit in the world when tasting a wine. But seriously, this one, apricots, lychees, everything just jumps out, and it's not just a green apple anymore.
So we have very little time. We're gonna move on to reds.
No, we have.
No. We're gonna no, because we have 8 minutes, and
please.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
let's
because
go.
we were talking about ourselves more than we were talking about wine, as always. Me. It's always me. We're gonna taste Finger Lakes blend. It's a red blend from Keuka Spring. I'm very excited. It's called Miller's Cove. If you've never been to Miller's Cove, it's one of the most serene and peaceful inlets on Seneca Lake.
Seneca or Keuka?
This one, the grapes, the grapes
grapes.
come from Seneca, but the winemaker and the plant are on Keuka Lake. So this one is, sorry, I got my beautiful notes here. This one is the blend, 0.3% residual sugar.
I know that Miller's Cove happens to be a darling of the Finger Lakes region. Everybody talks about it. It's like one of the Dr. Frank's wines that everybody heard. But I find this particular blend, it has everything. I think it's trying to be drier than it should have been. I think maybe there should have been more residual sugar.
Well, it's a blend of Cap Franc and Merlot, and this is a classic blend from the little-known wine region in Europe. It rhymes with Schmardot.
I don't know what's Schmargendy. Okay.
No, it's Schmardot.
Okay.
So this is a classic combination Cab Franc, Cab Sauvignon and Merlot, which you will probably never see in the Finger Lakes because our growing season, their growing
Okay,
season
let's
is
move
way
to the
too
last
short.
one. We really don't want to take too much of your time, guys. We're gonna try to start filming those more often. Let's try. We already had this was Cab Franc in it, so
Well, we have Blanc Frankish.
Exactly.
And we have Cab Franc.
but we only have time for the Blanc Frankish.
How about we turn this off, try the Blau Frankish, and you guys come back here and try Blau Frankish. And if you can't spell it, it's okay, I'll help you. It's a delicious Austrian grape. More to come. It's so good
Also
to be
known
back.
as Lemberger.
Not the cheese. Thank you.